Hello, welcome back to the UK Steelers podcast. It's a bonus episode here on Draft Week. You're joined by me, Simon Stanley. I got Gavin Marshall, my partner in crime here. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad at all. Ready for some mock draft action.
Yeah, we're recording this right off the back of doing our Steelers 7-round mock draft, which I think went pretty well. You might have heard that already by the time you're hearing this. And I thought, we'd just do, I think we did this last year, just do kind of a back and forth first round mock for every team, just for fun.
Is it back and forth? So you're taking one team, I'm taking the next.
Yes,
we'll do that?
that's what I thought we'd do, yeah.
Sure. All right, cool.
Now, we haven't decided this yet, but do you want to go odds or evens? You got any strong feelings about
that? No strong feelings. I don't mind taking pick one. Do you want to do a coin toss?
A coin? We can do a coin. I don't have a coin to toss. I'm afraid.
I can do a coin toss simulator. Hang on.
Coin toss simulator. Now, are we going to allow trades in this?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it's always ridiculous. Okay, I'm not gonna put this up on the screen, but I'm gonna flip it. So, do you want heads or tails?
Tails never fails, baby.
It's flipping, and the answer is heads. You have to take my word for it, but I wouldn't lie to you. Okay, and I will go first.
Okay.
Right.
So you're starting with the Panthers. I'll hit start draft. You tell me what you want to do.
Okay, this is me. What I do, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm taking CJ Stroud because give me that guy over Bryce Young.
Well, straight in there with CJ Stroud. You don't want to think about that, huh?
Don't think about it. That's the pick. You can't mess this one up. CJ Stroud to me is the safer prospect.
Fair enough. What are your thoughts about all this? CJ Stroud did poorly on the fake Wonderlic test thing.
Dad, whatever.
I don't know, man. That's
take that.
I don't like that. I don't like that. But I would take Bryce Young. But okay, fair enough. Now, if Bryce Young's on the board here for the Texans, I'm rushing that pick in. I think they'd be over the moon with it. So I'll be taking Bryce Young.
Okay, now I'd probably be fielding calls for trades here.
Now,
so
your odd pick. So you can either trade with yourself for an odd team, or I could propose a trade for an even team. There's probably some that are both, although I haven't thought about that far ahead.
Well, I think what you're looking here is to trade for a quarterback needy team that's not the Colts, right? Because someone wants to jump ahead. So that could be the Raiders.
I feel the Titans are an option.
Titans could jump up.
Let's just
Texans could jump up and take a second quarterback. No.
Falcons, Titans. You struggle to think they'd want to go much further back than that, right? I can't see like the Bucks jumping up that far.
Could there be a war between? I mean, the Falcons are in a bit of a state, aren't they? I'm not sure Ridder's the answer.
I agree.
So what would it take? 2 firsts and at this point?
I think it probably would take 2 firsts. Yeah, if you were going back to 8 or 11. Let's just see. So Falcons, they're actually there.
Who is the Falcons? Hang on.
I am the Falcons.
Okay, so this is better.
And you are the Titans.
Yeah, so let's do a Falcons trade.
Okay. If I'm the Falcons, I've got pick 8, obviously. And then, I mean, I guess you're giving up next year's first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that enough to get it done?
I'd need a second.
A second as well?
Or a third this year?
A third this year, I think they could do.
Let's do that.
Could you maybe throw back like a 6th?
A 6th. I'll throw you the compensatory pick 168. How about that?
I'll take it. So 8 and 75.
What is that? What is 168? What round is that? Is that 5th round compensatory? Have I just done myself out of a deal there?
Hang on. I can't find it. Where's draft order? There we go. Draft order 2023. What is it? What pick is it?
168.
168. That is round 5.
Yeah, it's a 5th round comp.
Back end. It's a back end, yeah.
So that I just overpaid. So what's 180?
What's wrong with that?
Well, I don't want to overpay. What about 180? Is that a 6th rounder?
I think I'm overpaying. You got a first and a third. I'm only jumping up 5 spots.
Just take 180 there. We'll do that.
Okay. All right. Fine. I like that. You just take 180 there. All right. So I'm giving up 875 and a first for 180 and number 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trade accepted. All right. The Falcons are on the clock. I will be taking Jalen Carter. No, I'm just kidding. Anthony Richardson.
The Colts just imploded. The building has just burnt down.
Can't you just see Anthony Richardson playing for the Falcons? Woo!
That makes sense. Wow, that would
hey, I should say as well, I don't think we mentioned this. I'm sure people probably know, but you can watch this on YouTube. If you're listening right now, feel free to stop it and you can watch us do this on the PFF Mock Draft Simulator. But on the clock... Oh, it's me again, right? Because I'm the Colts. Now, Will Levis is sitting there. But we know that I'm not a huge Will Levis dude.
Who is at this point?
I know, right? But has the hate become too much?
I just don't think that guy's going to... I think his pocket presence is so poor, I'm not sure it'll ever happen for him. I've got to say, I think you're... Well, I don't want to influence you. Take him. He's a great player.
What? But this is the thing, right? Are we just going to let Will Levis sit around forever and a day because neither of us?
No, I think realistically, one of us will take him mid of the first.
Now, what else do the Colts need if not corner? They have a corner need supposedly. Why?
Surely they'd trade out for a team that needs defensive. Seattle are like licking their lips at this point with Jalen Carter and Will Anderson on the board and Witherspoon. I mean, perfect.
Let me just pull up the roster to see what they look like at edge and at D tackle.
Who, the Colts?
Yeah, so we got.
So
Pay's still sitting there. You don't hear much from him, do you?
He's a guy that's going to be developing soon, I reckon.
4-man front as well. Would they just take Jalen Carter here, you think?
I mean, they've got Buckner, Taven Bryan.
You can never have too much of a good thing.
That's good interior. So at the end positions...
Spot look like?
Yeah, nose tackle.
Man, that corner room is pretty rough too.
I reckon they could take Jalen Carter here. I'm not even sure who Ibukam Sampson is. They took Deo. They took Adeyingbo Deo last year. He was a good prospect, but Jalen Carter's a different class. But this is your pick.
All right, man. I'm with you. I think it is what I would do, and I have been a little bit, tentative on Jalen Carter's character. But you know what? The Colts are wild, and I'm going to behave like their wild owner. I'll take Jalen Carter.
Wow.
All right, you're on the clock for Seattle.
You see, they were loving the idea of Jalen Carter there.
Yeah, see, I don't know why you talked me into that. You could have had him there.
Let's have a look at what they're Seattle, because I'm thinking Tyree Wilson, to be honest. Let's see what they got. Go ahead into Seattle Seahawks depth chart. Where are they? There they are. So they've got... Yeah, they play a 3-4.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got Darrell Taylor and then Wuzu and Chenna. Sorry, Chenna and Wuzu.
So just taking a look at their needs.
Yeah, guard, centre and D-line are on the... they'd be crazy to pass up Will Anderson, wouldn't they? I think Will Anderson's
edge is the biggest need as well.
It doesn't say it on their thing, but I think...
Well, on the... What's it look like on our
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like Darrell Taylor that much. And Wuzu's okay, so... Yeah, just I think the easy... It's either Tyree Wilson or Will Anderson. I was a big Tyree Wilson fan, actually. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go Tyree Wilson.
Yes.
Tyree Wilson.
I'm glad you did that, because that's what I was going to do if I was presented with a situation with both of them on the board. Okay, Tyree Wilson, yeah.
Yeah, happy.
That's it. All right. Man, I kind of hate that, because I feel like the Lions, maybe just add another edge there. I would have liked Tyree Wilson. But then this presents an even more interesting situation, because did they just go Will Anderson here? I mean, they have got a lot out there, but cornerback feels like the need, and he's there, and it feels like, oh boy, Devon Witherspoon and the Lions. You can see that, right?
Yep.
I think I'm going to make that pick. I think that makes too much sense.
All right. I think this is perfect position for Will Levis.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But would I make the pick? No. But do I think the Raiders would here? Yes. So let's just do it here. Because otherwise we're going to have Will Levis sliding down the board. It's going to be weird.
Oh, I mean, Will Levis could fall further than 7. I mean, it could happen. I
Okay.
don't think it's
All right,
crazy.
let me have a think
so
about this then. So, all right, well, they could do Skoronski here. Let's have a look at their roster here. Is that a reach? It's a bit of a reach for Skoronski.
Have you got any need at edge? Will Anderson's fallen.
Yeah, surely Will Anderson's got to be the guy.
It is listed as the top need on...
Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. That's good backup. Yeah, just give me Will Anderson. I mean, that's...
Makes sense, yeah.
Makes sense.
The Cards are rubbing their hands at the thought of...
yeah, we don't want them to win this trade, do we?
Yeah, that would be wild, dude. Imagine trading back to 8 and still picking up... Yeah, they need that, I feel like, the Cardinals, because they are getting dragged through the mud in NFL circles right now. All right.
They've got Garden. Oh, is that you? That's you. It was me. It's now you.
Wait, hang on.
No, it's me.
No, it's you. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, it's you. Yeah.
We traded back. I'm going to go Peter Skoronski here.
Yeah.
It's too good a pick.
Too simple, too easy. You playing him at guard?
Yeah, probably. Start him at guard,
right.
Kick him out to tackle.
Well, no real tackles have gone off the board here outside of Skoronski. So you have to think that the Bears go best player available and take Paris Johnson here. I'm trying to look around, see if there's anything else obvious that jumps out to me. There's not a D lineman that I'm dying to take here. Could go corner. Christian Gonzalez would be a good pick at 9. It's interesting when you do this experiment, though. If you do have 3 QBs going, someone falls, man.
Yeah,
someone falls into that 10 to 12 range. I'm gonna go Paris Johnson. I'd love to see him on the Steelers, but
all right. Eagles.
Back to the Eagles.
No, it's got their top list. Top need is wide receiver.
Yeah, I don't
know
about that.
What's you had another? I mean, they've got some pretty good receivers.
Eagles, cornerback, edge, D line, running back, safety, offensive tackle,
cornerback. I mean, all right, let's take Gonzalez then. Fine, but then they've got 2 good corners this year. What else was what other needs were there?
Edge, D line, running back,
No,
safety.
it's too early for that. Edge, Lucas Van Ness. Who's their edge guys? They do like building the trenches, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
D tackle. And they've got Jordan Davis sitting out there. Josh Sweat. No, they're pretty loaded. Their front 7's still pretty loaded.
Okay.
Yeah, they're such a good team, man. You look at their roster, you're like, geez. There's not many needs, actually. There's not many needs, so I think they can go luxury here. Their corners are James Bradbury, Avonte Maddox, and Darius Slay. I mean, they're just absolutely
but Slay and Bradbury, they've only got those guys for 1 year.
Yeah, Greedy Williams, Josh Joby. I mean, they've got some good... But yeah, all right, let's just take a corner here. I'm taking a corner.
Okay.
Let's go Christian Gonzalez. Yeah, makes sense.
Christian Gonzalez goes at 10. Pretty late for him. Man, I think maybe the Titans are where the Will Levis slide stops. However, that Jackson Smith and Jigba pick staring me in the face. And this is a really rough wide receiver room.
That is a big need.
Treylon Burks, Nick Westbrook-Akinye, Kyle Phillips, who I liked but hasn't played. And is really a slot-only guy. So, I mean, that's almost like such a glaring need that it's like, this almost has to be that pick, but you need a QB. They're clearly interested in one. Do they like Will Levis? I'm gonna pick Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Ooh.
I was gonna take Will Levis, but let's let the slide continue.
So they took Bryce Young, right, with their second pick.
They did,
which you were in charge of. I think they're gonna go Quentin Johnson here. That just feels so right. D-Hop Mark II. Plus, you look at their receivers starting Robert Woods, Nico Collins, Noah Brown, Amari Rogers, John Mechie, Steven Sims. How did the Steven Sims train get out of Pittsburgh? I do not know. But yeah, I think that team's just got better with that pick.
What's their tight end room like? Would they not be more interested in a tight end?
Dalton Schultz.
They picked him up.
Jordan
Okay.
Brevin.
All right.
Brevin
Quentin
Jordan.
Johnson.
God, why does our lads do the names backwards? It's crazy.
Confusing. Quentin Johnson then
Mm-hmm.
for the Texans. Okay.
Yes, please.
Jets. I think Jets are just taking best available tackle. Daniel Wright, Broderick Jones. Go Broderick Jones.
Okay. Pats. They're not taking quarterback, so they'll probably
No.
take his tackle.
Really? I was going to say, if I had the Patriots, this feels like prime Will Levis.
No, they've got two good quarterbacks already. Why would they take Levis?
Yeah. They don't like Matt Jones.
I'm thinking here either Van Ness or
Don't do it to me.
Darnell Wright. But what needs have they got on where you're looking
Mock
for
draft
needs?
database. They have where are they? New England. Wide receiver, corner, tackle, edge,
Wide
safety.
receiver, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going receiver. That is a big
Who's their
need.
tight end? Oh, they still have from when they signed.
Oh, they got Riley Reef. Oh.
Let's take a look here.
Dietrich Wise.
So
They actually don't have another D end listed. What the heck?
Hunter Henry and Mike just they picked up Mike Gesicki. Okay, probably not in the tight end market.
Yeah, give me Van Ness. Van Ness is the pick here.
I hate it. All right. Packers. Packers don't like taking pass catchers in the first round. What else do they need? I've got a good friend of mine who's a Packers fan, and he insists we will not take a receiver. He says it every year. He's like, we won't take a receiver.
Nolan Smith?
Yeah, Nolan Smith's still sitting there. Oh, Miles Murphy, maybe a bit of a reach here, but feet stinks like a... Now, would anybody here be interested, do you think, in calling
a trade?
The pack?
For
Will Levis
Washington.
still on the board?
Jump ahead of Washington.
Yeah.
To Tampa Bay.
Who I control. They have needs everywhere as well, so it feels like they just maybe will want to start with a QB. Although, Mike's boy is there. What's his name?
Kyle Trask and Baker.
Baker and Will Levis. Oh man, that's a QB room I need to see. All right, let's consider a trade here. Packers like a lot that's on the board. What can they give up? And it's straight away. PFF knows Tampa Bay. So
really,
give it up 90.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So basically, they show you the teams they think would be interested in the pick. Interestingly, the Cincinnati Bengals are on that list. Okay, 19 and 15. What do you think does it here? 50?
Well, that seems a bit low.
I don't know. I mean, when you get to this late in the first round, usually it doesn't take as much,
Yeah.
And they're only jumping up, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces.
So what about 50 and a 2024 third?
I think that's too much.
Do you really?
Yeah.
But they know. But the thing is, if they're just going to take their guy, and if you don't give them the second's not enough, is it? Because you know that Washington's going to. Well, they're banking on Washington going to take a quarterback.
See, look. So it says here this trade has a 30% chance to be accepted. Now we'll force these through because we're doing it, but this trade has a 30% chance to be accepted by the Bucks, even just offering the 50. So PFF thinks that's already too much. Interesting. I'm gonna.
What? So they think it's overly. Put in a round 3 from next year.
It goes down to will not be accepted. So by the Bucks.
Right. Okay. So take the second round off and put the second round from next year in then.
72% chance to be accepted. So that seems like more on the Tampa Bay favor kind of side of things. So what about a round 2 next year
and a third this year
and a later round pick this year? 153. That seems fair. And you're getting 19.
And throw back a 5th from the Packers. Yeah, the compensatory pick.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
you go.
So you're moving up a few spots this year, and you're getting a second round of next year for the Bucks to jump up. Okay, let's do that. And the Bucks are on the clock. Oh, and they've traded up only to draft Will Levis. Oof.
Oof.
Rough. Now Washington reeling because they were taking him.
No, they weren't. Not with me at the helm. A big Sam Howell believer. They're going to take Deontay Banks, man.
Deontay Banks. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Best corner on the ball.
Steelers. Joey Porter's still on the board. That feels like it's getting a bit old. I got to be honest though, if it was me, even with Joey Porter on the board, I'd be taking Darnell Wright. Because I just think taking the tackle in the first round frees you up so much for this deep cornerback class later on in the draft and all these different things you need. It gets harder, as we've just seen when we did the mock draft. Even though I liked what you got, I just think it's easier when you take the tackle in the first. So I'll take Darnell Wright in this situation for the Steelers.
Dan Campbell just spun the desk over and knocked everything over and said, "I don't give a shit. Give me Dalton Kincaid."
Oh,
So
really?
That's who we're drafting.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Not Michael Mayer.
Tight end replacement.
All
Pass
right.
catching weapon.
Well, the Packers, man, I wish they needed running back because it feels silly that Bijan's still out there, but they don't. So I think the Packers are tempted by Miles Murphy here. But I like Michael Mayer. They do need a tight end. So we'll take 2 tight ends off the board back to back.
Who did the Seahawks take before? I think it was me, and I've forgotten.
Was it Tyree? Yeah, Tyree
was. So, tricky one. Nolan Smith is jumping out at me here for this pick. Do they need him? Do they need him? Exactly. They're not going to take 2.
Yeah, that feels a bit.
It feels like this is a sort of Nolan Smith range, but they don't need him.
Osiris Torrance? They need a guard?
And that's not a bad pick. Let's have a look. I'm just putting up the depth chart. Yeah, they're Phil Haynes and Evan Brown at their interior.
A receiver wouldn't be out of the question. Who they got at running back right now? Can't remember.
Kenneth Walker.
So sure, yeah, breakout. Yeah.
Jaron Reed. Oh. I'm tempted to go Brian Breezy, That D-line. Yeah, give me Brian Breezy.
Brian Breezy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Brian Breezy.
Alrighty.
Because they like loading up the front there.
Brian Breezy to Seattle. All right, the Chargers just wet themselves because they can't wait to clear Austin Eckler out of this building.
They're doing it, are they?
They're going to take Bijan Robinson.
Isaiah Spiller fans hate you right now. Okay, the Ravens.
Isaiah Spiller, fantasy owners.
Yeah, I include myself in that. Right, Ravens. Now, obviously, I don't want to make a pick. Can we forfeit it?
Doesn't this just feel like BJ Ojulari territory? I don't know.
I was thinking Brian Branch, actually.
Nolan Smith? Brian Branch?
Or
Joey Porter. Oh, you could see it.
Oh. Yeah. Marcus Williams, Geno Stone, Kyle Hammond. Feels like they're pretty stacked at safety. Marlon Humphrey, Jalen Armour-Davis, who I actually quite like, and Trayvon Mullen at corner one side, and then the other side, Brandon Stevens, Darryl Worley.
Compelling.
Yeah, I think Joey Porter's the pick.
Oh,
I think it is. Well, let me just double check.
Okay.
Adafi Owe on the edge. David Ajabo, they've got coming back. Oh, my God. Tyus Bowser. Dan Hayes. Wow. Yeah, I think go Porter. Joey Porter.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the right pick. Crazy he makes it that far, really. Vikings. What the Vikings need? Cornerback, wide receiver, edge. God, it feels like that's the same for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Andrew Booth Jr. and Caleb Evans. Yeah. Shame that Joey Porter goes there for them. Well, Brian Branch, who they got playing nickel? Byron Murphy. Hmm. Good at drafting first round receivers. And the need is there. I mean, they're after KJ Osborne. Oh, they got a couple of guys to be fair. But this is tough. What's their edge situation like? Oh, they could use him, man. Do we know what their type is? Would they like a speed rusher like a Nolan Smith?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Nolan Smith here. I think he's fallen far enough.
Pick. Yeah.
Jags.
Yeah, I think they're looking for more tackle help, so they're going to take Anton Harrison here. He's the best one on the board there. DeJuan Jones is the other one.
Yeah.
What's their guard situation? Hang on. Ben Barch, Brandon Scherf. Ooh.
Oh, they still got Sheriff.
Maybe guard's the answer here.
Osiris is saying.
Yeah, Osiris Torrance. I'm going to go Osiris Torrance. That's a great pick for them. First round guard off the board.
What's that? Giants. Feels like they always need a receiver, man.
They've got a lot of wide receiver threes.
Just take a look at their roster. Man, they outperformed their roster last year. Yeah, Paris Campbell he signed. Wandale Robinson.
Isaiah Hodges they've got.
T-Rex Wandale Robinson. Oh, wait. No, but they did just get Kayvon Thibodeau. I was just thinking they have Azeez Ojulari. But they probably don't want BJ Ojulari coming in and taking his brother's job.
No, that'd be rough.
Okay, I think... yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to go Zay Flowers. They love these small dudes. All right. Jerry, you're on the clock.
Yeah. I think they're eyeing up.
I know who I'd take here.
Well, there's Bijan, right? That's an obvious one. Oh, is he gone? Oh, yeah, he's gone. Mm-hmm. Shit. Is Kalijah Cansey a fit? Is Miles Murphy a fit? Is Will McDonald a fit? Their tackles aren't great either, actually. I mean, Terrence Steele at right tackle. Yeah, I think they need to keep their quarterback upright. I mean, you could make an argument here for any of those edge rushers, D-line guys. Mm-hmm. But I think we're going tackle, so I think we're going to go Anton Harrison.
Okay. Anton Harrison goes to the Cowboys. Man, they got a lot out of Tyler Smith last year as well.
Who were you saying was the pick? You had a pick in mind for them?
Well, it's who the Bills are going to take. just because he's the forgotten man of this draft, it feels like.
Tanner McKee.
And I think he is a first-round talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if he slips into the back end of the first round. And I'm going to say that the Bills have already decided to give up on Dalvin Cook's brother, and they're going to take Jahmyr Gibbs.
Wow. Two cornerbacks in the first round.
Absolute weapon. Two what?
Two running backs. Sorry, two running backs. I'm reading cornerback, that's why. Right, Bengals.
What tight ends are still there? Darnell Washington?
Ooh, no. Kalijah Cansey could be interesting, but they do need to replace Jesse Bates. Dax Hill, Nick Scott. Yeah, I think they're going to go Brian Branch here, safety.
You going Brian Branch?
Yeah, makes
You
sense.
going to play him at safety?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because Dax Hills, they're playing him at strong safety at the moment, and he's more like a nickel corner. So you put Brian Branch in, you slide Dax Hill over to the nickel to compete with Mike Hilton. That secondary is a lot better all of a sudden.
Okay, let's see. Now, could you line up Kalijah Cansey, next to like Cam Jordan? I kind of like that.
Yeah, I don't see why
Or
not.
Miles Murphy maybe is the Will McDonald. Ooh, we've got a lot of options here. What's the cornerback situation like? Zach Bourne is currently projected to start there, so maybe they need to look. Finally, they need to look at linebacker. I think I'm going to go Kalijah Cansey though. I mean, the sliders occurred, and I think it's a good fit there.
All right. This is quite an easy pick, I think. I'm going to go for the Eagles. I am going to go Jordan Addison.
Oh, he makes it.
Sense. That makes sense.
Makes it in the first round. All right. Yeah, Chiefs would have liked that, I think.
Because if you've got AJ Brown and Devonta Smith on the outside, and then Jordan Addison in the slot, my God, that team just is dangerous.
All right, and then last in the first round, the Chiefs.
That might be the best pass catching core in the NFL. What do you think? That might overtake the Bengals. Brown, Smith, and Addison. Yikes.
Yeah. If Addison panned out, it'd have a chance to.
With Kenneth Gainwell as well.
Now they took George Karlaftis last year. Did the Chiefs? But on the other side, they've got Charles Omenihu starting. I kind of like Will McDonald here. What do you think?
Right, so two. Final pick.
BJ Ojulari. I like both of those guys. Man, this is the thing, right? We were talking about edge in the mock draft we just did for the Steelers, and you said like it's a bad edge class, and Mike was like, it's great. They just all get picked because there's so many of them. So like, but they're so good. It's like top heavy, right? There's like a lot that are great, and then it just falls off a cliff. It feels like.
Yeah.
I think
their edge rushers are Charles Omenihu and George Karlaftis. Yep. So they're not stacked at edge actually. So you could take one of those edge.
I'm just looking at who the next picks are.
You're going to trade with the Steelers. The next pick. I think edge does make sense here, and there's a couple there on the board. So I think taking Miles Murphy or who was the other guy, but I think that's not a bad move.
But am I? Yeah, it's odd. Maybe the Colts are going to move up.
Yeah.
Chiefs are very happy with what it looks like at 35. They still think they're going to get an edge they like.
Okay, I'll be the Colts then.
So to drop back a few places there.
So the Chiefs get the 31.
Chiefs get 30. Chiefs get 35.
Sorry, Colts get 31. Yeah.
And what would it take, you think, to get 79? Where's 79?
Yeah, maybe.
It feels maybe even a bit rich.
It does feel a bit rich.
Oh, I think this doesn't work because it's not one of the teams that like PFF thinks is. So 106. I think that does it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do
probably does it.
I'm going to do it. The Colts are going to move up to 31. Sorry, Chiefs fans. They're taking Hendon Hooker.
Whoa! Yes, sir. Mike just lost his bet. Nice.
They're getting that 5th-year option on Hendon, controlling him until he's about 34.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, do you want to take a screenshot of that, or maybe I can?
Yeah, we'll keep that. Yeah.
Have you got one? You doing it?
I got it.
All right, cool.
All right, sweet. You want to run through these picks really quick?
Yeah, go on. You do it.
All right. So Panthers take CJ Stroud. Bryce Young goes to the Texans at 2. At 3, the Cardinals take Anthony Richardson. So 3 QBs on the trot at the start.
Trade up there from the Cards.
Yes, yeah.
Falcons.
Falcons trade up to get Anthony Richardson with the Cards. At 4, Jalen Carter, taken by the Colts. At 5, the Seahawks take Tyree Wilson over Will Anderson. At 6, the Lions take Devon Witherspoon. At 7, the Raiders take Will Anderson Jr. At 8, the Cards, who fell back, still get Peter Skoronski. I think that's pretty good. 9, Paris Johnson goes to Chicago. At 10, Christian Gonzalez goes to the Eagles. At 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba to a wide receiver needy Titans team. At 12, Quentin Johnson goes to the Texans. At 13, Broderick Jones goes to the Jets. At 14, Lucas Van Ness. I hate that, Gav. Hate that. Lucas Van Ness goes to the Patriots at 14. At 15, Will Levis, you are a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. At 16, Washington pick Deontay Banks. Darnell Wright comes home to the Steelers. At 17, 18, Dalton Kincaid goes to the Lions. I still think they would have liked Mayer. You know?
Do you think so?
Feels more up their alley, right? Maybe I'm just saying that because we view the Lions as being this road Grady team now, you know, filled with hard-boiled eggs. But Michael Mayer goes to the Packers at 19 after they traded with Tampa Bay. Brian Breezy goes to Seattle at 20. Bijan Robinson falls to the Chargers at 21. Joey Porter Jr. Goes to the Ravens at 22. 23, Nolan Smith goes to the Vikes. 24, Osiris Torrance, first-round guard, goes to the Jags. At 25, Zay Flowers goes to the Giants. 26, Anton Harrison to the Cowboys. 27, Jahmyr Gibbs to the Bills. Brian Branch to the Bengals at 28. Kalijah Cansey to the New Orleans Saints at 29. Jordan Addison to the Eagles at 30. And Hendon Hooker to the Colts at 31.
That's a nice trade up, man.
Yeah.
Nice trade.
Man, a lot of wide receivers go here. I've heard some rumblings that maybe not as many wide receivers are going to go as we expect. I was hearing PFF posit that we might only see one in the first round.
Yeah, it's possible.
And we end up with, how many do we have going here? 1, 2...
3.
No.
4.
Yeah. So,
plus
we've got
Kincaid,
all those guys in.
who's basically
Kincaid,
a receiver from the tight end position.
Who falls out here? Daniel Washington, BJ Ojolari. I should have kept that list up, really.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, who would because we're the next pick, who might the Steelers pick be there at 32? But unfortunately, I didn't leave the board up. I think probably a corner. Emmanuel Forbes. Ooh, wouldn't happen. All right, man. Well, that was fun.
Cool. Yeah, enjoyed it. Nice one.
Yeah, cool. Well,
see how realistic we are.
Yeah.
Do we enter this into any mock draft competitions as a joint entry, like Mike does one with his mate, doesn't he? We enter this and see how we do.
We could do. I don't know that this is a particularly realistic, you know.
Who cares?
I don't think CJ
Maybe it's crazy enough. Maybe we've hit on like 28 out of 31 or something.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, that would be pretty insane. I think we'd probably get jobs if we did that.
Yeah, right. But who knows?
Yeah. All right, man. Well,
cool.
I hope everyone enjoys draft week. We'll be putting this out you probably listen to this at the start of the week, so a few days left, and we'll see you all then.
See you later.
Bye.
Go Steelers.